Well, not many coaches can boast that they've won on every level of their careers, from her world record collegiate years at Michigan State to the Olympic trials. Karen Dennis has groomed national champions en route to winning 4 Coach of the Year awards. She is a coach of first and has helped pave the way for women in sports.
I can remember going into a stadium in Berlin. They still have it as it existed in '36 when the Olympics was held there. But I thought about Jesse Owens. I sat there and I just cried because I felt his spirit there. I felt, how did he do it? He was so engaged in the task at hand, the Olympics. This is my duty. I'm representing my country. That superseded all the bigotry that he experienced. And he went on and he did what he came to do, despite those challenges.
Ohio State women's track and field coach Karen Dennis's Olympic dream began near Detroit, Michigan.
Growing up was interesting in that I loved sports, but we didn't have sports. In my high school, there was sports for the boys, but there weren't sports for girls.
Dennis took to running and trained with a grassroots track club under coach and mentor Jim Bibbs.
What he taught us was how to compete. He taught us to enjoy sports. We like sports anyway. I would get on the bus from Chadsey High School every day to get to E-Course, which is probably about an hour bus ride, and participated in track with the girls out there. We would go to Kentucky. We would go to Tennessee. We would go to California. So he really broadened our perspective of the world.
Throughout the 1960s, Bibbs trained Dennis in the hopes that she would one day represent her country.
Going through the Olympic trials in '68 was something that I'll probably never forget. Leaving that track in 5th place, you know you've missed your opportunity. But at the same time, you also know that the women ahead of you were just better than you.
After a short hiatus from the sport, Dennis transferred from Tennessee State to Michigan State in 1974 and trained under the first African-American head coach at the university, Jim Bibbs.
Mr. Bibbs was very instrumental in helping to bring the first female athletic director to Michigan State, a lady named Nell Jackson. And she had her doctorate in sports administration. And she was part of the group of women who spearheaded the Title IX movement. She really pushed for funding for women's athletics at Michigan State. Women had their own identity, and that's something women had never had. I received a scholarship for $300 for the whole year. That was it.
In 1975, Dennis became the program's first national champion, winning the 220-yard dash. After Dennis earned her master's degree, she was named the head coach of women's track and field in 1981.
I just got wrapped up and enthralled in the excitement of competing, the excitement of helping athletes develop. I knew how to bring kids in. I knew how to identify talent.
In 2000, Dennis realized her Olympic dreams when she was named coach of the U.S. Olympic team.
I felt, okay, so you know, you pray all your life about going to the Olympics, and now here prayer is you never know, there's some twists in it sometimes before you get what you're praying for. That was the hardest job I ever did for no pay. I felt like this was my way to serve my country. Come on.
Dennis returned to the Big Ten in 2006 as the head coach of the Ohio State track and field team, who had never won a conference title, a fact she had to overcome on the recruiting trail.
I just started out with a few people, and I asked them to take a chance, you know. Come on, I want to win, but I need good athletes. You're a good athlete. Please come to Ohio State.
5 years later, Dennis guided the Buckeyes to their first ever Big Ten championship.
I'm sorry.
It's really special. You know, the people that made it happen are so special. And I didn't even want to talk to you until my seniors are here because they're the cornerstone of this program. They have been responsible in helping me recruit. I promised them a shot at a Big Ten championship when they came in as freshmen, and you know, to have it happen, it's special. What I see the most is opportunity. There's everything available to a female student athlete right now. What we need to do, it's an acquired skill, okay? So we have to do it.
Come on, Ish, get your knees up.
Dr. King had a dream, and that's what I tell my kids every Martin Luther King Day. I have a dream, and you should have a dream. My dream is to win, not just championships. I want to win in life, and that's what I want them to understand. You want to win in life, you have to win in life.